Welcome back to the Bullpen Pitch Fest in Minneapolis. I'm James Zanewicz, the Chief Strategy Officer from Tulane Medicine, and I'm here with Rhodel Dacanay from Nevent. Thank you. As I told you, I would forget it in 2 seconds because this is my want today, apparently. And you're a founder of the company, as I believe, right?
Absolutely.
Excellent. Well, my first question is less about the company, more about you as a person. We want to learn a little bit about how you got here. Tell us about your background and what got you to this point.
Well, I'm Rhodel Dacanay, the founder and CEO of Nevent. I am a private practice and academic anesthesiologist, former Navy, 14 years in the Navy, went to the Naval Academy, did all of that.
Nice.
I've been serving on our hospital's quality assurance and quality improvement committee for quite a while, and a case of a retained guide wire came across my desk. And in looking into it, I realized it was quite a large problem for our patients. Not particularly in our hospital, but across the country, over 1,500 patients will suffer from it every year. And with an engineering background, I said, this is something that just has to be engineered out of the entire process. I came up with an idea just kind of out of the blue, as most, I think many ideas do when you're waking up from sleep or whatever it is. May have been a nap.
Try and write it down really quick.
I'm a fan of naps. And yes, wrote it down, went through the entire IP process. The patent was issued last November. Nevent was formed just this past April to get this into the hands of clinicians.
Very nice. And so we've kind of gotten to how you got where you are. Tell us a little bit more about what you're working on and what the backbone of the company is. Love to learn a little bit deeper dive into that if I can.
Absolutely. Nevent's safety sheath, like I said, the patent was issued in November of 2023. And we have partnered with a specialty catheter design and engineering firm to take us through prototyping and design for manufacturing. And design freeze, looking for FDA submission, which thankfully the consultants have reassured me will be fairly straightforward at that point. And even now starting to look for partnerships through the bullpen, but really seeing the look on my partner's face when the chest x-ray came up the next day, and he realized that he thought he had saved this young man's life during this trauma resuscitation and ended up leaving a guide wire inside in his chest. And now we have a way to prevent that from ever happening again.
That's fantastic. It's something that could actually, again, change what seems like such a simple thing in medicine, but because, of human error can happen more often than we would hope. And this is a way of preventing that, which is amazing.
Exactly. And, just like in my partner's case, there were multiple important factors and variables that were all vying for his attention. And putting in the central line to resuscitate the patient with fluids and blood was important, but it was just one of many important things at that moment.
Well, especially when you're doing things like this with physicians and working with physicians for years now, the amount of pressure on you, and as you talked about, you're a fan of naps, and that's often because you guys don't often get to sleep a lot when you're saving lives constantly. And so you have to take your sleep where you can, and anything that can help you be better at your job is just a phenomenal tool to have.
Absolutely. I thought it would be a simple process. We've got a fix, we've got a patent, let's just get it to the market. And I was hoping to just sell it to someone who knew actually what they were doing and streamline it into the pipeline. The universe has chosen to make me an entrepreneur. And so here I am bringing it to market myself and getting it into the hands of clinicians as efficiently as I possibly can.
So the military and med school wasn't enough. You decided you had to try entrepreneurship too. And so given that, the Bullpen community is all about finding someone, helping them, and then repeating that with somebody else. But it's your turn to make your ask. What can the community do to help you in this moment? What are you looking for with your company?
I have to tell you, the ethos of the Bullpen is it's not just words, it's in action, and it's real. I was invited to the Garage Collective hosted by Vasily Kotlov in San Diego during Bio and met some incredible people there. I loved the whole attitude and the energy. In fact, Vasily was kind enough to meet me afterwards and work on my pitch deck with me.
Oh, great.
Which I thought worked out very well today. And we'll be we're funded for at least a year, but are definitely starting to explore partnerships for production at scale, as well as marketing and distribution.
And looking for venture capital at this point as well, and investors, or
Absolutely. For again, when
I figure all startups usually are. That's why I asked.
Yeah, we're rapidly approaching the time where we'll need those for sure, and want to start those conversations now.
That is fantastic. And so, if anyone out there, if this resonated with you, I want to ask Rhodel, how should folks get in touch with you? Is it emails at LinkedIn? Is it drinks at the bar after reception? What's the best way?
Well, yes, I am on LinkedIn. That link is on my page. I'm also at rgdacanay at hotmail.com, which my sons...
I was going to say, you're bringing it back old school.
They endlessly jibe me from my Hotmail account.
Well, they should.
I just remind them that I was around when the internet began.
This is like, so I was technically the executive producer of new media for the TV show Extra, which meant AOL. So I am also older than dirt. So it's a pleasure to be in your company.
I accept my Hotmail account as a badge of honor.
That's great. Well, again, I want to thank you so much for sitting down with us. And I want to remind the Bullpen community that if you can help, reach out, contact. And as always, we'll have with the video, the LinkedIn posted as well, where we make it super simple. If you can't remember how to get in touch with Rhodel, reach out to any member of the Bullpen and we'll get you to him. Thanks so much, everybody.
Thank you so much.